Hello everyone, I am back. It's Matthew here. We're doing another vlog, number 7 in our journey across Canada. We're going from Miramichi to Fredericton. We're staying in New Brunswick, but we're traveling 2 hours on New Brunswick Highway 8 south to get to Fredericton. To start off with, Fredericton is the capital of New Brunswick. Its population was 56,000 people in the 2011 census. It's the third largest city in New Brunswick. Fredericton has the St. John River flow through it in the west-east direction, and it bisects the city. Fredericton has two universities, the University of New Brunswick and St. Thomas, which is a Catholic university, but I'll get more into those later. Before I tell you about the history of Fredericton, which I'm going to do next, I think it's important to tell you the landscape and what I'm seeing when I'm driving for the 2 hours on the way from Miramichi to Fredericton. When I'm driving in Miramichi, as you can see in the picture that I'm going to put on the screen now, it's relatively tree around the side. There's lots of trees. It's very dense. You can see lots of the trees. And as you get closer to Fredericton, there's not much difference. However, one major thing to point out is that there are more rocks built in, so it looks more like it was a rocky area and they had to blast through it, which is why you see the sides of the rocks on the side. Now I'm going to go into the history of Fredericton. So, Fredericton was originally a seasonal farming place by the Micmac and the Maliseet, and they would farm corn there. And then in 1696 there was a siege of Fort Nashwauk, which is when New England attacked the capital of Acadia, Fort Nashwauk, and so that was a very important siege, and that helped differentiate who was in charge there. And also in 1759 there was the raid on St. Anne's Point during the Acadian expulsion, where the British captured St. Anne's Point and they forced everyone else to leave. And now it's time for me to tell you guys about the geography and climate and the economy of Fredericton. And then we'll be done with my little vlog for this section, because Fredericton was a small little town. There wasn't much to do. There's lots of historic monuments here, historical sites here, but there's not much that appeals to me. So, as I mentioned at the start, Fredericton is located at the bottom of the St. John River, which means that it's rich in water resources, and the arable soil makes it ideal for agriculture. They also get a fair amount of precipitation, but it is moderated by the river. Now, the economy. In the 19th and 20th century, they were heavy in the lumber industry. However, now with the government and both universities that I mentioned, the University of New Brunswick and St. Thomas University, the Catholic University of New Brunswick, those are now the primary employers. So, both of the universities have professional athletic teams. However, Fredericton themselves don't have any. Also, Fredericton has many museums and parks, green space, and things like that. There is a famous park called Queen Square Park that I went to see. They have lots of things to do, lots of open green space, lots of people hang out there. And there's also a Beaverbrook Art Center, which is a nice center of art for pieces that were made there, that relate to there, has statues and all sorts of things in it. Thank you for, one more thing before I do that. Fredericton is just something I found out that when I was visiting art gallery, which was what made me think of that. Fredericton was amalgamated in 1973, which, I mean, it's not major, but it's something that's nice to know. So thank you for listening to my vlog for Fredericton. It is a little shorter than normal. Next week, we're going to be going to Charlottetown, and after Charlottetown, we're heading to Skinner's Pond in Cavendish, so we can see Stompin' Tom and Green Gables. So look forward to that. That'll be a very nice, exciting vlog. Thanks.